10.1 problem 2 division 1 solution. Solve the equation x square minus 4 equal to 0 graphically. So all you need to do is that plot a graph and take this equation y equal to x square minus 4, and for various values of x find the values of y, okay, and then create it plots, create a set of points which needs to be plotted. You plot that on a graph, okay, after selecting suitable scale, and the curve will cut the y-axis, the x-axis at a couple of points, 2 points, and those points, the coordinates, the x value or the x coordinate of those points are the solution of this equation. Okay, so broadly you know how to do it, but the key here is that we need to solve this and find the roots algebraically, because I would like you to have the range of x selected encompassing that roots. I'll explain that when I'm doing this here. Okay, so the x square minus 4 equal to 0 can be written as x plus 2 into x minus 2, a plus b into a minus b, because this is in the form of a square minus b square, that is x square minus 2 square, right? So it's x plus 2 into x minus 2. So a product of 2 equal to 0. So x plus 2 can be 0 or x minus 2 can be 0. So when this is 0, x is equal to minus 2. When x minus 2 equal to 0, x is equal to 2. So these are the two roots. Now normally what is the range of values we select for x? We select from minus 3 to 3, right, in interval of 1. So this 2 and minus 2 happens to be within that range, so that is perfect. But in the some cases, let's say this value is 5. So that minus 3 to 3 range will not be sufficient. We'll have to include that minus 5 also. So that is the reason I'm asking you to find the roots. Okay, so our normal range is minus 3 to 3. The roots are 2 and minus 2. It is included in the range. Okay, suppose, as I was explaining, had the root been 5, so it would not be included in this range, and which means there is a good chance of making error while drawing the graph. So that is why, in which case you'll have to include minus 5 and minus 6 in the range of x values. Okay. So anyway, now in this case it is no problem, because it is minus 2 and 2, which is within the range. Okay. Now the value of x square is minus 9, minus 2 square is 4, minus 1 square is 1, 0 is 0, 1 is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. And we need to subtract minus 4, right? So in all the cells, add minus 4. Now we need to find the value. Y is x square minus 4, and this is x square and this is 4. So we need to add these two cells to get the value of y. So 9 minus 4 is 5, 4 minus 4 is 0, 1 minus 4 is minus 3, 0 minus 4 is minus 4. So like that you can fill up the remaining cells. So now we have the value of x and y. So what is the point? The point is 3 and 5, minus 2 and 0, minus 1 and 3, like that. Okay. So we have a complete set of points which is given here. So these are the points from which is extracted from this table, and these are the points which we need to plot in the graph. But before plotting, we need to fix the scale. So what is the range of x value? It is changing from minus 3 to 3. So max value minus minimum value. So 3 minus of minus 3, it becomes 3 plus 3 is 6. So 6 is normal. So we can have 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Now take the value of y. Y is changing. Maximum value is 5 and the minimum value is minus 4. Right? So max minus minimum is 5 minus 4, that is 5 minus of minus 4, it will become 5 plus 4, 9. 9 is also within our range, so we can have 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. So the scale on the x-axis and y-axis are both 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Okay, right. Now we have the scale, we have the points, so we are all set to go and plot the points and then draw the curve, right? So we have the x-axis and y-axis. As we saw that x value changes from 0 to 3, but I've included it from 3 to minus 3. So you can have 0 to 6 and minus 6 on the negative side. But for a certain reason, I'm using it minus 88. Otherwise, the x-axis distance, 1 unit distance, and y-axis distance becomes unequal. So for that reason, I'm including it from minus 88. You can have it minus 6 to 6, because our points are only, even minus 5 to 5 also is good enough, no problem. Okay, and y has to be there up to, because we have y value ranging from 5 to minus 4, right? So on the x-axis, y value positive, you can have 6 and minus 6 on the negative side. So this is the, now we have the x-axis and the y-axis all named. Okay, with the values all written. Now we can start plotting the points. So the first point is minus 3, 5. So x is equal to minus 3. So this is the place. And y is equal to 5. So this is the y equal to 5. So from here you move horizontally to the left, and from here you go up, it will meet at one point. So that is the point. So that is minus 3, 5 is this point. Now let's take 1 and minus 3. X is equal to 1 and y equal to minus 3, right? So you move horizontally to the right and vertically down, so you'll meet at this point. Now take 3 and 5. X is equal to 3. So this is x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 5. So from here move to your right and from here go up, it will meet at this point. So this is 0.35. So like that you can plot all the remaining points. After plotting, what you need to do, you need to join these 2 points, all the points using a scale by a very thin and light straight line. Okay, so join all the points using a scale, straight line, using a scale, but it has to be very light and very thin. It must be visible only to you, like this. Then after joining all those things, then what you can do is that use your free hand and connect all these points, forming a smooth curve. Okay, so the trick is first join all the points using a scale, but the line must be very thin and very light, only visible to you. After that, using those points, that line as a guide, okay, using that line as a guide, draw the curve using a free hand. Okay, if you do that, you will get something like this. Then you write the equation of the straight line, sorry, the equation of the curve on the graph to illustrate, to clearly say that this graph is, the equation of this graph is y equal to x square minus 4. So towards the end, we need to make sure, okay, the curve is smooth. We have the scale, we have the x-axis and y-axis labeled, and we have written the equation, right? So all the points are there as far as this graph, and it is a smooth curve. Now we'll have to see where it intersects the, you are asked to solve, right? So the solution is the x value of the point where the curve cuts the x-axis. So it cuts here and it cuts here. The points are minus 2, 0 and 2, 0. And the x coordinate are the solution or the roots of this equation. So the curve intersects x-axis, that is y equal to 0 at minus 2 and 0. Sorry, minus 2, 0 and 2, 0. The x coordinates of these points are minus 2 and 2. Therefore, these are the roots and the solution set is minus 2, 2. Okay, so it's very simple, isn't it? So please pause the video and go and try this graph. Unless you try it, you'll not get it right. Okay, the more you practice, the more you'll be able to get. I hope it's clear. If not, please go through one more time. It will become clear. Thanks for watching this video.